Alright. I think I got everything covered. I think everything's fixed. I tried to make it better, not so delayed, but it didn't work out that way. It actually made things a lot worse. It made it much more delayed and a lot worse, basically. So we ain't doing that. Um, so yeah, sorry about that. Hey Geometry, welcome man. How are you doing? But anyhow, yeah. So that's why we did all that. Ending the stream and then fixing it all. But all right, I know now. I have now learned my lesson. I will not try messing with the settings anymore because obviously my computer is not ready for those kind of improvements. Sorry, but anyhow. So as you guys could tell with the title of the video, we're gonna be editing some more on another song and making it become beautiful. But this time, it's not my friend's, it's mine. And I think it would be fun to have to make this with you guys. So we'll go ahead and listen to it like we did last time. Show you guys of it being raw, completely not being touched at all. Alright. Fair warning, it's going to be quiet, so, you know. The vocals, I mean, by the way.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song, God, I wish I belong, I'm lost.
So that's what it sounds like without any, like, editing or anything. It's completely raw. And, hi, you are doing great. I appreciate that, thanks. I really do appreciate that. And welcome to the stream as well. And yeah, so that's what it sounds like. We will now start with just kind of doing the basics, and that is normalizing it. It looked like it did nothing when I normalized it, but that's fine. Alright, we'll go on verse 2, normalize that too. Hey Bentley, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. We'll normalize that one, and then of course normalize this one. Alright, so now we have to give these things all tracks, and of course since I made my own beat this time, we're not using a beat that we bought like a few years ago. And we'll have a lot more slots taken up, but if there is a watermelon, then they are fine. Elemelons. That's kind of funny. But so we're gonna have a bunch more places or a lot more space taken up. So 17, 18, all the way over here. We'll make actually I want verse 1 to be 18. We'll have verse 3 be 20. Verse 1 will be 18. And then the yelling part will be 19. And then no, we want to make we'll make that 21. And then we'll have this be 19. We'll make this 20, and then we'll make verse 3 21. There we go. What do you call an old snowman? Water. True though, that is true. Alright, so now that we've got all that, was it 18? Yeah. Let's make sure real quick.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be.
Alright. So we're gonna completely mute the beat and everything because we want to kind of hear it on its own. That's kind of weird. That's kind of interesting. I thought I had a beat completely up at the top, but I don't. That's okay. Anyhow, nonetheless. Alright, first things first, we're gonna do whip out that EQ. We're definitely gonna need that.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take
Because
my
it's
own life
very-
now. I see.
Very much bassy, and we just kind of need it to sound less bassy, muddy sounding. I'm a miss when the live chat was peaceful and we could talk and no spamming. I feel like it's still like that though, Bentley. Unless there is spamming. If there is, I don't see it.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to
take
take my
that.
own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright. I admit it, alright. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No, that's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong.
There you go. Now it sounds a little more normal and less. So we'll compare the two here.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me
This is
be.
what it sounds
I'm trying
like
to be
now.
happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife.
It sounds more clear and not bassy. Pretty much is what we're looking for here. So let's go ahead and not only that we did that, let's go ahead and whip out our limiter. We're basically just going to do the same steps that I did last night. And soon there will be thousands, and me and Erica will the only ones that showed up a lot will be forgotten. Always remember me and Erica second. Of course I'll remember you guys. I remember everyone that has came around when streams were like this, just quiet and slow and down and stuff. You guys are truly awesome. You guys is what made it what it is today. Helped it be what it is today and what it will be in the future. So of course I'll be looking for you in the seas of everybody commenting on streams like this. So don't you worry, I'll try to pick you guys out, the ones that have came around. But of course the newer ones, I won't leave them out either, because they're just as important too. I was there at 500. You were, and like 800 subscribers later, and you're still here, and I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong.
Alright, so basically what we're doing with this limiter here is we are kind of crunching it a little bit and kind of making it all be on the same level of volume. Oh, I messed it up.
Problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me.
And kind of get the very beginning.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright. I admit it, alright. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No, that's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning, why bother? Keep on asking if I need help, you never get an answer. It's weird that I look for help in the place that had me begging for help, back where it all began.
And that sounds good. That sounds good, right there. I think it was 750. Was it? I was there at the 1K mark. You were. I do remember you being at least before the 1K mark too, and I appreciate it. I really do. You guys are truly awesome. Alright, so now the next step with this is to add that threshold to get out all the breathing. And I don't want to completely take it out, but I would like it to not be there as much. Alright, let's go ahead and play that.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song, God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it, alright, I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning, why bother? Keep on asking if I need help, you never get an answer. It's weird that I look for help in the place that had me begging for help. Back where it all began, just to get more therapy. Man, what a big crybaby, but apparently I'm doing the right thing by coming here and trying to be happier.
Alright, so that seems good. I don't want to play the whole entire thing, but that seems to be pretty good. You can hear me breathing, so it's not completely like abnormal and there's just random stop right there. I think that's one thing I messed up on the other one and kind of noticed after stream. I was like, man, I gotta fix that. So of course I fixed it, but you know, yeah, I kind of like there being a breathing there, just but not by a lot, you know. Do you plan on having a family with your GF, and if it's personal, don't respond? I kind of do. I do plan on trying to build a family with her at one point down the line, but I don't know if it will be anytime soon, but if it is, that'll be crazy. Alright, so I think that is that with this one so far for right now. So we will whip out the beat real quick and we'll see what that sounds like with everything we have done so far. Hey Alt, welcome man, how are you doing today?
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song, God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it, alright, I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water.
And there we go. So that sounds pretty decent, and of course it doesn't sound like it's really mixing in with the beat. That's because we haven't really gotten to that part yet. I like to wait till the very, very end till we're done mixing everything with the vocals, and you know, so that way we don't have to like go back and forth, and it's a pain. So I like to do this part first. So now onto the verse, second verse. Alt says great. Well, I'm glad you're doing great, Alt. That's good to hear, man.
I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice, when will it suffice?
So now this one's going to be kind of hard because I made the mistake that I complained about yesterday that my friend did, and that was being really up close on the mic and basically just kind of sounds like you have the mic in your mouth and chewing on it, drooling on it. And I can remember myself actually doing that. Of course not having the mic in my mouth, but being really close, and then having the thought like, didn't I just say that I didn't want to do that? I did, but I wanted to whisper for that part, but I also didn't want it to be like really quiet and then get louder, so I would like back off after I was done whispering. But yeah, so I kind of messed myself up, and we're gonna see if we can try to fix it without having to redo the whole verse. Because that would kind of suck. Alt, I gotta go. See ya. Thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Let's go ahead and play it.
I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice, when will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear to give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Addiction's the feed that I know he wants me to heal. Maybe I should go to see how I feel. All I want is happiness. So I took the map and ended up getting lost. The map is the first thing I should have tossed instead of the people I love most, because it's just written by someone else who is also lost. Man, how I feel double-crossed. But don't worry, I'm still walking. I'm still crawling, working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spinning, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
I remember what my grandpa said before he kicked the bucket. He said, "Oh boy." What did he say?
I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice, when will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her. I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear. To give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Addiction's the feed that I know he wants me to heal. Maybe I should go to see how I feel. All I want is happiness. So I took the map and ended up getting lost. The map is the first thing I should have tossed instead of the people.
That was good. That kind of made me laugh, Bentley. That made me laugh mid working. That was funny. Hey Bentley, how far do you think I can kick this bucket? Man, that was good. That was good. All right, so now we got that. We got the second verse. We kind of going by this real
I'm trying to get better in this
quickly.
really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it?
So it sounds good right now. Let's look at
I'm
how it
trying to
looks
get better in
on
this
here.
really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice?
It seems pretty decent, but we're still gonna add the limiter because it's pretty important, in my opinion. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's whip that bad boy out. All right.
I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear. To give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Addiction's the feed that I know he wants me to heal. Maybe I should go to see how I feel. All I want is happiness. So I took the map and ended up getting lost. The map is the first thing I should have tossed instead of the people I love most. Because it's just written by someone else who is also lost. Man, how I feel double-crossed. But don't worry, I'm still walking. I'm still crawling, working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning.
All right, we're gonna go back to the beginning on
I'm
that.
trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear. To give up my sins I see.
That sounds okay. Just the beginning is kind of quiet. So we're gonna try whipping out the beat on it and see what it sounds like and if it's a big deal or not.
I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear. To give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Addiction's the feed that I know he wants me to heal. Maybe I should go to see how I feel. All I want is happiness. So I took the map and ended up getting lost. The map is the first thing I should have tossed.
That one's pretty good. Yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. Since there wasn't much going on right here, I think that was still pretty good. I heard about a site of Little Italy Game Market America. It's a fireworks shop in Italy, or called Ligma. That's good. That's good. Bentley's up in here giving us all the jokes today. That's good. That was good. Alright, so the one thing I did forget was doing the threshold thing to get rid of all the
I'm trying to get better in this really
breathing.
bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to... I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear. To give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Addiction's the feed that I know he wants me to heal. Maybe I should go to see how I feel. All I want is happiness. So I took the map and ended up getting lost. The map is the first thing I should have tossed instead of the people I love most. Because it's just written by someone else who is also lost. Man, how I feel double-crossed.
Alright, so that sounds pretty good. We got, of course, the breathing down a little bit. What is a ligma? You know what it is. You don't trust any stairs, they are always up to something or down to something. True though, that is true. Alright, so that sounded pretty
I'm
good.
trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go.
Scott,
All I
listen
wanted
to it
to
to
do
make
was
sure.
just say no. Why does me being better have to result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste, but I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear. To give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Addiction's the feed that I know he wants me to heal. Maybe I should go to see how I feel. All I want is happiness. So I took the map and ended up getting lost. The map is the first thing I should have tossed.
Yeah, so that sounds pretty good. I think we haven't really gotten to the hardest part yet. This is probably the easiest parts, is just kind of buffing out the lyrics right now. The hardest part is probably this one, the yelling part, and then we got the verse 3, which that one might not be as hard, but this one is going to be the hardest. But with this one, the ending of it, I do want to mess with quite a bit, because the ending says this.
Hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
This right here, repeating. So we want to take that out. I want to take that out. Why? Because I want to make it echo. Give me this. Alright, we need to do main here so we can slide it. I said slide it. What? No, you're lying. Hold on a minute. Am I just zoomed in too far that I can't slide it? That's not right. That's not correct. Why aren't you letting me slide? Why? I want to slide, man. Let me slide. Oh, I bet it's because I have this on. No. Why won't you let me slide? That's crazy. Usually it would let me slide. Hopefully it won't become a problem. That it won't let me slide. I'm thinking it's going to be a problem, but we'll see.
Repeating.
Yoink.
Bing repeating. Bing repeating.
No, don't do that. I just wanted you to go back.
Bing repeating.
Alright, so about that.
Repeating.
Perfect. Okay. And then we'll just have that. Okay, cool. So the sliding part is not much of an issue as much as I thought it was going to be. So that's good. So now, basically what I want to do with this is I wanted to make it... I wanted to basically just... I'm going to zoom in and take out that part in here too. I wanted to make its own thing because I want to have it echo out and stuff. And yeah, let's see.
Repeating. Tapping. Tapping. Tapping.
No, stop that.
Bottling, tapping. Bottling, tapping.
Perfect. Okay. And now, once we put that together with that, it should be...
Bottling, tapping, repeating.
Perfect. Alright, so now, with this one, we want to make it its own unique sample, because if we don't, then it will also affect verse 2 and its whole entirety of the whole thing, and we don't want to do that, so we want to make it its own thing and not going to affect anything. So now if we try to extend it, we can't anymore. And if we do it from the end, there's nothing going to be there because huzzah, right? So now we got to give it its own little knob because we don't want it to be on 19 because that will once again affect verse 2. So now let's go all the way over here. 22, right? That's what I said it. Yeah. And we don't need to, you know, do the whole EQ thing. You can if you want to, but I'm probably going to add the limiter because for whatever reason it's going to think like, oh, it's wanting to go higher than usual. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So we're going to just add a little wetness. We're going to take away from the dry, a little more wet, a little more of this, not completely turn that off. I might want to increase the size of the room, and let's see what that sounds like.
Loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Too much. Too much. Too much slice. Too much slice. So let's go ahead and we're gonna need some more dry on that. We're gonna take down some wetness.
Loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
I might take out some of that.
Loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Might.
Repeating. Loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Yeah, so the volume is gonna be kind of a problem, because like I said before,
losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
yeah, see, it will shoot up, and I don't have an explanation of why it does that. It did the same thing last night, but I think really the best way to fix it is just
Loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Are you gonna stop? No, you're not. Alright, yeah, there he goes, it stops. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add it, baby, right there. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Uh-oh. Why couldn't the skeleton go to the prom? Because he had nobody to go with. I think my skeleton friend on Shorts made that joke too. It made him very sad.
Drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
I needed to finish my sentence. Anyhow, I think it made him really sad at the end of the short.
Still crawling, working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating. Repeating. Still crawling,
Okay.
working, breaking, crying,
Just a
trying,
little bit
living,
more on
failing,
that.
winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating. Repeating.
Okay, so I'm thinking there's way too much wetness and it probably needs to be down just a tiny tad. That wasn't much of a tiny tad, but a
Still
little
crawling,
bit.
working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating. Repeating. Still crawling,
Go ahead
working,
and add some
breaking,
more.
crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating. Repeating.
And then of course, so I think that's good.
Repeat.
I think this is good.
Bottling, tapping, repeating.
And then this part, I think I'm gonna change by a lot. This is probably gonna be the hardest part because there's a lot we need to change. For an example,
Bottling,
let's
tapping,
go back.
repeating. Repeating.
Yeah, this one, because of how loud it gets. Because right over here, it gets really loud.
Repeating.
Yeah, too much because I'm yelling, and we have to level that out to make it all seem, have the same amount of level balance, basically. Time for a bad time. Uh-oh. I'm back. Don't know if you remember me. Of course I remember you, Giz. Welcome back, man. How are you doing today? Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and let's go. Did we go to 20? Is it 20? Is what I'm asking. Is it 20? Yes. I do this to myself way too much. I can never remember what I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and do first things first. Whip that bad boy down. Most important, we don't want sorry, I got an itch. Don't want no sub up in there. Bass, just a tiny tad, not a lot, Good, that's good to hear, Giz, and I'm also doing pretty alright. I'm kind of tired because I did spend like all night working on this. Shoot, there goes my ring. I will get it later. I spent pretty much all night making this song in particular because we finished the other one we were working on last night. Now we're working on mine that I spent up to, I think, 2 in the morning working on and recording. So yeah, I'm really excited to get it done though because it's gonna sound delish. I'm really excited, but let's get working on this part.
Repeating.
Gonna add a little less of that.
Repeating.
Okay.
Repeating. 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 Stop screaming at me, just leave me be.
I love that part. Even though it doesn't sound as good right now, I have a plan for it. Don't you sweat it. It's so powerful. I don't.
Repeating.
It's good. It's so good.
Repeating. Repeating. Stop screaming at me, just leave me be.
And I have a whole project for this already. Like, this is not even gonna be just it. I'm gonna make something huge with this. I'm pretty much like very busy when it comes to music this year. I want to say more, but I can't. But I'm very excited to put out the EP, basically. Alright, so whoops. Hold on. That sounded really weird.
Repeating.
Go back. There we go. Okay. I don't want to do reverb quite yet. I know why I whipped it out, because it's a pretty good plan right there, but not quite yet. I wanted to do a limiter first.
Repeating. 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 Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you know. Repeating.
Yeah. Alright.
Repeating. Repeating. Stop screaming at me, just.
Okay, so that's good. So it is not completely over the top and ruining your ears when you listen to it. So now we're going to add the reverb that we wanted. That's not what I wanted.
Repeating.
There we go. Alright.
Repeating. Repeating. Stop.
Alright. Okay, just with that alone sounded so good. God. I wasn't even done. Okay, so my vision is to basically have no dry on it. I mean, we want dry. We want to hear what I'm saying. We don't want it to be like so in the distance to the point to where it's like nothing there. But, you know, you know how in like TV shows and movies where like you have that dialogue going on in your head and it's like oh reverb and echoey kind of like cuz you know, you're in your head. It's probably empty in there. No, just kidding. No, but you get what I'm trying to say. I hope. And yeah, I kind of wanted something like that, but times 3. You know, a little more, a little less, kind of dry and a little more wet. We're just gonna see what that sounds like. Not too much.
Repeating. 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 Repeating.
I hate that.
Repeating. Repeating. Stop.
The ending is good. The beginning sounds awful. This sounds so bad. It just sounds like repeating. Like just really fast, and that doesn't sound good. We want it to, you know, at least drag out a little bit. The second one's perfect, and I'm thinking I might just kind of steal it from there. What was this sound?
Being repeating.
And this one just goes too fast.
Repeating.
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 I don't know, should I keep it? No. I just, no. No, God, no. I'm not keeping that. I was like, I don't know. It didn't sound too bad, but then I had to re-listen to that. No, we're not keeping that. God, no. We ain't keeping that. We are going to find a solution for this right here. I don't really know quite yet, but we gotta do something about this. This is a hot mess. That's for sure. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make it its own thing once more. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the reverb. Whoa, there's everything. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and take this and make it a unique sample, and so that way we can plop that right there, and it's our
Repeating.
yeah. We will add the reverb to it and it all later. But for right now, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit, not a lot, just a tiny tad, maybe like right there. We just want it to sound normal, instead of just a weird repeating. That was not the idea. That was not the idea whatsoever. I did not know it was going to do that. Could I stretch it out by doing this? No. That doesn't stretch it out. That just deletes some of it. Okay. I didn't think it was going to make my voice deeper. Damn. Okay. That was definitely not what I was expecting. I don't know. I was just expecting it to be dragged out a little bit more. So I'm thinking instead of doing that, so we're going to go ahead and... Is that the... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm thinking... I'm going to take this one, and then I'm going to make it the one that we repeat on. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the reverb on it. And we're going... Oh no, don't delete it. Oh no, I messed it up. I messed it up. No. 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 And it still won't let me do the thing. It still snaps. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I have fixed it. I have no idea what I did wrong before, but anyhow, okay, so now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and make another unique, yes, we're going to make another unique sample of this unique sample. And we're going to put it right on, pretty much right here. And then we're just going to see what that sounds like.
Repeating. Repeating.
And of course, that's just too loud. We're going to go ahead and fix that. Let's 23. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this limiter. Where's our limiter? There it is.
Repeating. Repeating. Repeating.
There you go. We're good. Okay, so that's good right there. And then, of course, we got to add our reverb to it because, that's what we're trying to go for here.
Repeating. Repeating.
I don't really like how snappy it sounds.
Repeating. 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 Repeating.
I'm gonna
Repeat.
try and go ahead. Try lowering it, the volume.
Repeating.
I'm gonna try to get rid of all the dry.
Repeating. 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 Spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping.
No, you lie. Oh shit. Okay, I remember.
Repeating.
I forget, if you make a sample of one thing, then it just replaces it. Forgot about that. Event marks. Boom.
Hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Oh, we gotta add the...
Drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating. Drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating. Repeating.
Okay,
Drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
we're gonna go ahead and drag this down a little bit.
Repeating.
Wait, no, hold on.
Drinking,
Sorry.
hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
It's this one.
Repeating.
I feel like all at the same time.
Repeating.
All at the same time. It might be too much reverb.
Drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
I'm gonna try turning down some wetness on it. No, that's good.
Repeating.
And now it's time to go back to the actual part here. There's so much to do. Alright. It's only been almost an hour, brother. This may or may not be a long stream again. That's okay. Alright, so we got that. And we're gonna go ahead and go back to this, the repeating part, and try to remember which one that is. Yeah, it's this one. We're gonna go ahead and add its reverb back. And we're gonna go
Drinking, hating,
and we're gonna go ahead and replay it and kind of see what it sounds like.
drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of some dry on that bad boy. We're gonna add some more of this, and then let's see what this is. Because we just want it to be as faint as possible. Damn. That's not what I wanted to do.
Hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Oh, we gotta turn this down a little bit too.
Stop screaming at me, just...
Delish. Alright, let's listen to that one more time because I edited a little bit more.
Hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Welcome back, Alt. Welcome back. Thank you.
Stop screaming.
Perfect. That is exactly what I want. Exactly what it needs to be. And it's beautiful. And God, that's awesome. Fuck, that's so cool. That's so good. Oh man, that's just, I gotta listen to it all the time. Well, I'm gonna play it back a little bit more.
I'm still walking, I'm still crawling, working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
That's so good, dude. It's like chills, brother. Chills. I have no words for that. It's just so great. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's go to the other one, the verse 5 or 3, sorry. There's not 5 of them like the other one was. Alright, so now we just gotta listen to that.
I'm still walking, I'm still crawling, working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning.
Sorry, this part right here.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but then I don't see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need is a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long. Wait,
And we're gonna
didn't I
go
already
ahead.
make this song? God.
And we're gonna go ahead and, you know, of course, do what we do. Add our EQ on it.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but then I don't see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need is a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long. Wait, didn't I already make this song? God, maybe I'm not that strong, maybe I'm still lost because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know, but I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Alright.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make
That sounds pretty decent. We're gonna go ahead and add the limiter onto it, so that way we can have some parts, you know, louder than about the same length, you know. Hold on. I think I got a pretty important text message. Let's go ahead and see. Cool. Don't care. Anyhow. Alright.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but then I don't see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need is a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long. Wait, didn't I already make this song? God, maybe I'm not that strong, maybe I'm still lost because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know, but I need to get to bed before I get too low. Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but then I don't see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need is a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long. Wait, didn't I already make this song? God, maybe I'm not that strong, maybe I'm still lost because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know, but I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Okay, so now,
It's time for change.
so this part, it's time for change. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that part. It was in my lyrics, but I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it all that much. So we're gonna break our fingers here, and we're gonna think on what we're gonna do about that. But anyhow, but I'm thinking this part right here needs to be louder. So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually not do anything about that, and we're gonna go ahead and just, oh shoot. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and zoom out so we don't have to wait forever. And we're gonna go ahead and just plop that right there. Zoom back out. And kind of just do that. And then let's go ahead and do lines so that way it snaps. Now we go all the way back over here. Probably should have just zoomed out. That probably would have been easier. But I don't work that way. So now we're just going to go ahead and make this a unique sample, and we could either do one or two things, and we could just like over top it, you know. Excuse me once again. We can put it on top of each other and just kind of see if it'll make it louder, but it's not. I don't think it's matched up. We're gonna see what that sounds like on top of each other. And if that doesn't work, then we're probably going to have to do something else on the long lines of taking this one out and then making this one louder altogether.
But I need to get to bed before I get too.
Okay, so it sounding robotic means it is not the same length. It is by like the tiniest hair off.
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Alright, so since I can't manage to get it, so we're gonna go ahead and just take this out. Yoink. Right there. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. And we're gonna go ahead and make this its own thingy once more. What is this? We'll do 25, 24. I guess 25. And we'll go ahead and make it louder. We'll see.
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Yeah, it's way too quiet, so we need to boost that bad boy up, and the best way we can do that is by adding some gain onto that bad boy. Actually, instead of using the compressor, we technically can just use the limiter as a compressor, so we'll just do that.
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Alright, let's go ahead and raise that puppy.
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Alright,
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
and we'll go ahead and add the threshold.
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
We'll rise that bad boy back up a little
But
more.
I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Okay, and we'll just see what that sounds like all together.
Maybe I'm not that strong, maybe I'm still lost because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know. But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Alright, so that might be a little too loud. Let's go ahead and boost that bad boy down just a tiny bit.
Maybe I'm not that strong, maybe I'm still lost because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know. But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Perfect. That's perfect. So, now that we've done that, I'm pretty sure vocals and all that has been up to date, and I say up to date, pretty much fixed up, looking delicious, pretty and stuff, you know, right? Yeah. What is 21? Verse 3. Okay. Alright, so now that we've done that, now we need to go to all of the verses once more to then add its Spitfire, because I say Spitfire, I meant Spitfish. I have two programs that has the word spit in it. There's Spitfire and then Spitfish. Spitfire I get all my instruments from, and Spitfish is the thing that's going to help us get rid of that S noise, that scary S. Eesh, you know? So let's go ahead and let's go to male hard here, and we're going to bring this bad puppy all the way over here.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy.
We're going to take a listen, and we're just basically looking for the S's. And if there's too much conversation going on, we will mess with it. But it seems like we're pretty okay. I'm thinking to make it easier to kind of hear it, I am going to take away the beat. Alright. Alright, so there is a little bit of conversation going on, so let's go ahead and get rid of some of that. Okay. That seems to be a little bit better. Could go to max, and of course it will hear everything. But we don't want that, so right here is good.
Began just to get more therapy. Man, what a big crybaby, but apparently I'm doing the right thing by coming here and trying to be happier, but it doesn't seem to be better. No one was happy that I was here. I'm back like I never left. That's really hard to digest. I left everything to come here to be sane, but at what cost? I have no idea what I'm about to gain, but I already know what I lost.
And there you go. So we got that. It's got the S is gone. Boom. On to the next one, which is verse 2, which is 19. Alright, let's go ahead and go to verse 19 here. Let's give that bad boy a Spitfire. I think some people that I've seen like to kind of mix all of the verses into like one like dial kind of thing and edit it all from right there. But because I don't like to do that all that much, because sometimes the verses, the vocals are all like kind of different, and they sometimes you have to like record them separately, the verses, like I do. At least I don't do all in one take. I mess up way too much. So I don't like to do that because sometimes you're a little too close to the mic, sometimes you're not, sometimes it, I don't know, it's just weird. It's all different somehow though. And so I don't like to do it all in one until I get them all mastered and sound alike, and then I'll put them all in one, so then I can make them sound more spiffy and merge the vocals with the beat together. So that's why we kind of do it individually here. And we're going to go ahead and do the same with the verse 2. I'm going to find verse 2
God,
here.
I wish I belonged. Drowning white and the play, baby, but if I left, that's really.
Alright,
I'm trying to get better.
there you go, right here. And now we just kind of listen. And if we hear a lot of conversation, which so far I don't, but we're also in the quietest part of this verse. I hear it a little bit. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of it. Okay, so that seems... I'm gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit.
Living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Alright, so now this one right here, we're going to go ahead and add a Spitfire on a Spitfish on this too. Even though it's mostly reverbed, you know, just in case. Uh-oh. Did you fall apart on me, Spitfish? You might have. There we go.
I'm still crawling, working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping.
Alright, yeah. Not all that much. But it
I'm
is
still
pretty
crawling,
important.
working, breaking, crying, trying, living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spending, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
There you go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of... Alright, we gotta merge. We gotta... Not merge. We gotta go ahead and shrink down here. I heard a pop and between these two verses. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of like merge them in the slightest. So that way, it doesn't sound like they're two separate and they pop. We don't want that to happen. Yeah, we got this. Okay. Alright, so we got them merged just a little bit.
Tapping, repeating. Tapping, repeating.
Okay, so not very much. Okay, here we go. Alright, what about now?
Tapping, repeating.
Perfect. See, now we don't hear that popping. Just so you guys didn't really catch the difference. We got this.
Tapping, repeating.
You can obviously tell there's a pop right there. But once we kind of merge it in a little bit,
Tapping, repeating.
can't tell a difference no more. Alright. So now that we got that fixed, let's go ahead and let's go on with... I'm not going to add a Spitfish on these. These are just purely just reverb. There is no hard S's or anything. I know it's pretty important. You probably, like I said before, it's pretty important. You probably should add them on all of them, but I don't know. I mean, as much as we didn't hear a difference from here, I doubt we're going to hear a big difference from here, you know? So we're going to go ahead and we'll just listen to it, see how it is.
Tapping, repeating.
We'll go ahead and get rid of these. Repeating. Repeating.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be.
Alright, so now the next part is verse 3. So let's go ahead and whip out that bad boy. Let's get the 21. Boom. Now let's get that Spitfire out. Alright. Boom. And let's go ahead and go to our main one we usually go to, which is male hard. And
Tapping, repeating.
go ahead and skip over this. There we go.
Stop screaming at me, just.
Alright. Obviously it had a hard at the beginning. A hard S at the beginning. We'll go ahead and put it in the middle because we heard a little bit of talking there.
But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Alright, and of course we need to add one right here too. There wasn't very much towards the end, but that's okay, because there was a lot in the beginning. Alright, let's go ahead and...
Leave me alone, but maybe I'm because I go by what I know
Is it
and not
24?
walking down what I don't know. I don't know. But I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Yeah, it's 24. Okay. Let's, whoops. No, sir. That's not what I wanted. Get out of here. Anyhow. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go to more plugins, and let's go all the way down, go to Spitfish. That's going to mess up on me, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And let's get that male hard voice in.
That's because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, so it doesn't seem like there's a lot there, which is okay. We're still going to have it there, though, just in case. Alright, so now that we've done all that, we get to listen to the whole thing and just kind of make sure that it all sounds about the same and bearable, you know?
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright. I admit it, alright. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, because my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning. Why bother? Keep on asking if I need help. You never get an answer. It's weird that I look for help in the place that had me begging for help. Back where it all began, just to get more therapy. Man, what a big crybaby, but apparently I'm doing the right thing by coming here and trying to be happier, but it doesn't seem to be better.
There's actually one thing that I wanted to try that I've heard that some people do occasionally, and that is sound goodizer. I said that kind of wonky. Sound goodizer, I think is how you say it. But anyhow, so basically what it does is it just kind of amplifies the vocals a little bit. I just wanted to see how much better it would sound with it.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright. I admit it, alright. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, because my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning. Why bother? Keep on asking if I need help. You never get an answer. It's weird that I look for help in the place that had me begging for help. Back where it all began, just to get...
It kind of just makes it out there more, which isn't a bad thing, but we don't necessarily need that. I don't think we do, because we'll be messing with that, of course, later on down the line. And, you know, I'll try it again when we merge all of the vocals together, but I think we'll be okay without
I
it.
need a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long. So here I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice. When will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me be? I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me.
And the quality, all of it sounds pretty about the same, so that's good. And so now, I think the moment of truth is just putting the verses all together. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna do it all from verse 1 here. We're gonna go ahead and do line, just so that way all of them will kind of snap together here. Yeah, because we don't want them to mess up, and then we have to redo everything, because that will not be bueno whatsoever. It'll be very painful. So now we just kind of put them all in one line here. Yeah, see? Perfect. And now, go all the way back over here. Go to track 15. And we're going to go all the way to consolidate. I can talk. I promise. And we're just going to basically just smush them all together, and now they're one big audio thingy. That's pretty much it right there. It's going to be great. Go ahead and go here. Cool. Alright. This is going to take a hot minute, but while we wait, if you're enjoying this stream, give like the stream, and of course subscribe as well, and check out my music already that's already out. I forgot. I used to have it over here, but now it's over here. Check out this song. It's called Identity. It's a pretty rad song if you enjoy sad songs. But if not, of course I have other songs besides that, like Killer. That one's a pretty banger. Pretty good of a banger right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And that was perfect because now everything is done. Alright, so now our vocals, our main vocal boys are muted completely. We're just gonna unmute them. Yeah, we're just gonna unmute all of them. Boom. Done. Alright, so now we've done that. Our consolidated one right here, we need to give it a spot, which it looks like 25 might be open. Let's go to all of them so we can see. This is the amount of things that we have going on for ourselves right now. It's a lot, but we try not to let that overwhelm us. But 25 is what this one's going to be on. So let's go ahead and mute this whole entire track right here, and let's go ahead and just listen how loud this is going to be.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but now no, that's okay. I'm doing the right thing to result in losing. I should go to see how I crawling, working, I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main.
It's pretty good. One mistake I did make is the reverb part. So the consolidated we're basically just using to put kind of in the beat that we have, which, speaking of the beat, we actually need to download that beat as well, which I will do because I think I edited a little bit last night to make it sound a little better. Yeah, we'll just re-download it because I already have a downloaded version. I just, yeah, we'll just re-download it. But anyhow, point is, so yeah, I messed up by having our reverbs on. We'll go ahead and turn that back on, and we'll go ahead and delete this so we can go ahead and turn off the reverb on the tracks that we have, which will be only temporarily. It won't be forever. Basically, yeah, like I've said before, we're just mixing the consolidated one. That's the EQ. I'm like trying to talk and also concentrate at the same time. But we are basically just wanting to have this raw, kind of raw thing going on here, and just kind of put it in the beat. Oh shoot, I think I'm... What's 14? Whoopsie. I went a little too far. Alright. We need to put that back. Compressor, reverb. I think we don't have 17 in there. We start our vocals from 18, right? Yeah. Okay, 18 and up. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to go ahead and consolidate these to this track, and we start that again, and now we just wait for a while. This is going to be a pretty neat song, and I'm pretty excited to release it out to you guys. I do not have an exact release date for you guys, but I'm thinking it will be, and with the EP that I am making. So if you do want to hear this song and want to hear the EP, you know, once again, stick around by subscribing and stuff, because it is coming out this year. I do not have an exact due date, but soon enough I will, I promise. It's going to be a banger. I have a huge plan. It's going to be great, and I think all of you are going to love it. So stick around. It's going to be great. Alright, so now that we got this done, we now have the consolidated version. It has no reverb on it now. Let's make sure.
Repeating.
Yep, no reverb.
Repeating.
Reverb.
Repeating.
reverb, and then
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be.
no reverb. Perfect. That's what we want, because this is just basically going to be a background of the beat. And so now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and mute that, and then go all the way to the beat and just kind of unmute those. Did I unmute all of them? Yeah. Cool. And now we're going to download the beat, so that way it can too be its own, you know, thing. And we'll just replace it with that one because it's the same one. It's just some parts I think I made louder for more of like cinematic purposes, you know, and yeah. Anyhow, I think probably the best part is the repeating part. It's like repeating. It's just so good. I love it. And of course, I don't know if you guys can tell, the song's called Repeat. It's good. It's good stuff. Alright, so now we just wait ages for this, and then after that, we are going to go into the volume area, basically where we do everything at. And we're going to put it in a spot with the rest of the volume thingies. And we're going to do the same with the consolidated one, and we're going to kind of merge them together in a particular way. I'll show you. It's really hard to explain. So let's go ahead and do that now. We are actually going to go ahead and go to downloads, go to this, and then we're going to drag this onto here, so that way we have the beat. Boom. And now we don't need this no more. It is pretty much irrelevant to us right now. Go ahead and get rid of all that. Yep. Just gotta make sure the beat is 100% out. And we'll go ahead and scrunch that because we don't need that much access of the beat. We just want it to end right here. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's do the thing of giving these two things a spot. And I think we have 25 and 26 for these things. Because we got 25, right? No, we got 24. So let's make the put together one 25, and then we'll put this one as 26. Boom. Alright. Just to remember which one's which. Okay, the vocals are 25 and the other one's 26. Alright, so we're pretty much done almost. We just need to now, is it possible if I can rename this so I don't forget? I keep on forgetting. This is like the one thing I hate about this, is that I forget what is what. There's just a lot. Oh, here we go. Okay, what is 25? Hold on, let me look and see what 25 is. Okay, it's the vocals. So I'm gonna go ahead and name it vocal. Then colors and all that important, but I'm going to add a color because it's pretty. Boom. Alright, perfect. And then we'll go ahead and rename color this, which we'll call beat. Beat. And we'll have it blue. There we go. Okay, so now that that's good, we're going to go ahead and go into here, and we are going to add a thing called Patcher right here. And we're going to leave that as that, and then we're going to go ahead and link that with the beat. And so now that we're going to go to the presets, and then get this thing called multiband sidechain. Boom. And then we're going to go to the map, and we're going to go to here, we're going to go to outputs and audio. Am I clicking the right thing again? Outputs, audio, vocal, audio, output, right? Maybe I did it wrong? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's the beat with the vocal. Right. No, because that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, because that's not right. Give me that. So I think what I'm doing wrong is, yeah, sidechain to this only. I think that's what I was doing wrong. So, why are you all the way down here, my guy? What are you doing all the way down there? I feel like I might be doing this wrong. But why would I be doing this wrong? I don't know how I'm doing it wrong, but I am. There's gotta be, because it's not popping up with the beat, but when I did it with the beat, it popped up. So, explain to me, my guy. What am I doing wrong? I'll figure it out. Patcher. Okay. And then we go to presets, and then we go to multiband sidechain. And then we go to the map, and then we go to here, and go to outputs and audio. It's not there though. It's not this one either. I bet it's the other way around. Yeah. I think that's what it was. I think it was just the other way around. It only makes sense. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyhow, now we... That doesn't make sense. Why is there no sound? Oh, that's probably why. Nope, that still doesn't make any sense. There's gotta be something I'm doing wrong. Why is there no sound? Now there's no sound, period. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to whip up that guy again. Alright, we're gonna delete this. Oh no. What did I do? I, like, made it absolutely silent. Hold on a minute. What? What did I do? What did I do? Am I able to delete this? Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. So now it's 27. Yeah. I messed these up somehow. I have no idea how I did, but I did. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna put the 28. There you go.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song, God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it, alright, I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning, why bother? Keep on asking.
Alright, so we are now redoing this. I'm thinking... Okay, before I even try doing anything, I am going to look up that guy. That I just got it. I really wanted to try doing it by myself because I thought I could remember, but I don't, unfortunately. Man, that makes me kind of sad. It's going to give me the sniffles now. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we got 2 of them popping up here. We just need 1. Got sounds. Don't know what any of that is, but we're getting rid of that. My stream is falling apart, and it's all because of this. Okay, YouTube. Alright, We just need to find that one video. Just that one video. And there's me right there. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go to not watch later. It's in my liked videos. And then we gotta scroll all the way down because my liked videos is all the one video that we need here is at the very bottom. Right? I know it is. Where are you at? There's motto behind the scenes, which is crazy. Good soup. Oh, where's that video? Don't tell me you got rid of that video. I need that video, man. Oh, here it is. I need that video. Oh, I need to go back. I accidentally clicked on his YouTube channel and his video. This stream is gonna fall apart because everything is trying to work all at the same time and it can't. Okay.
Connect sidechain here. It's gonna go to
Alright. I need you to back it up real quick, my guy. We got consolidating.
5. Now I'm gonna go ahead and right click sidechain to this track only.
Right.
It's gonna
But what are you side shining? Are you
now
doing
wanna
the vocal?
Consolidate. You want to put from this track, from the start of this track.
Uh-huh.
Alright, make sure enable all inserts. Alright, once it's consolidated,
Okay.
double click it, normalize.
Forgot
Now,
to do that
you
part
wanna
too.
Put this on a separate track or a separate insert.
Great.
I typically say you should put it on the insert right next to the instrumental. So in that case, I got it on 4 for the instrumental, and here is going to be where
Okay.
I put this. Hit
So
the
5 is
go to the
instrumental.
slot, and you're going to run over to. What we have to do is have the vocals affect the instrument. Going to go ahead and right click, sidechain to instrument.
Okay, so 5 is instrumentals or vocals. So my vocals need to go to the beat, which is sidechain to that only. And then we go over here.
Track only. So that means what we have to do is have the vocals affect the instrumental by sidechain. Now you're gonna go to the instrumental, right? And you're gonna go to the slot, and you're gonna run over to patching.
Right.
Now you got
Wait,
patching,
on
right?
what?
And you're gonna
Oh,
go to the slot.
on the beat. Okay. That's what we were messing up on. We needed to sidechain the vocal to the beat and then go to the beat to go to patcher. Okay. I knew that. I knew that. And then multi-side chain. He's very helpful. And then audios, and then vocal, and then go all the way to here. And then there we go. But the vocals are gone. What do you mean? This isn't right, my guy. You're teaching me wrong. Wait. Let's go back here. Let's close this. Let's get rid of this. No, we gotta get rid of you. Because once again, we forgot to. Well, we need to do this too. God, I'm slacking. All right, we need to normalize this, and we need to unmute these. All right, just gotta go all the way down to unmute these. There we go. A little bit more. Boom. Cool. Rad. Radical.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, oh, I need a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go. Another sad song.
Okay, so now we need to go to Patcher. Then the not surface presets, multi-band sidechain. I'm slacking today, man. Here, outputs, audio, vocal, slide, surface.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife.
There we go.
But I need to be strong, I need to live long. So here I go, another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it, alright. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning, why bother? Keep on asking if I need help, you never get an answer. It's weird that I look for help in the place that had me begging for help. Back where it all began, just to get more therapy. Man, what a big crybaby, but apparently I'm doing the right thing by coming here and trying to be happier, but it doesn't seem to be better. No one was happy that I was here. I'm back like I never left, that's really hard to digest. I left everything to come here to be sane, but at what cost? I have no idea what I'm about to gain, but I already know what I lost. My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go, another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it.
And now it sounds more like it's mixed together, and so now when we play it and try to click ignore, you're gonna tell a difference.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go, another sad song. God, I wish I belong.
The vocal sounds a lot more louder and out there, you know, not really in the beat, you know, so.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go, another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it, alright.
And that inspects the sidechain, but we don't need to do that.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go, another sad song.
And now I'm gonna do what I promised, and that was I'm gonna try using the Soundagoodizer thingy, and we'll see what that sounds like altogether.
My own life now, I see my wife and see me strive. God, all I need's a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long, so here I go, another sad song. God, I wish I belong. I'm lost, alright, I admit it, alright. I don't know what to do. Who's gonna help me? You? No? That's okay, cause my parents won't either. They say they do while I'm drowning in water. I've always been drowning, why bother? Keep on asking if I need help, you never get an answer. It's weird that I look for help in the place that had me begging for help. Back where it all began, just to get more therapy. Man, what a big crybaby, but apparently I'm doing the right thing by coming here and trying to be happier, but it doesn't seem to be better. No one was happy that I was here. I'm back like I never left, that's really hard to digest. I left everything to come here to be sane, but at what cost? I have no idea what I'm about to gain, but I already know what I lost.
And there we go. This is the song now. I'm pretty much about done. I'm probably going to come back to it later down the line and see if I can find anything else that's wrong with it.
I'm trying to get better in this really bad weather. I made the sacrifice, when will it suffice? The hardest thing was letting go. All I wanted to do was just say no. Why does me being
Such
better
a fire
have to
song.
result in losing her? I can't step foot in that house of faith. I don't know what it is, my brain just says it's a waste. But I know without God I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'm just full of fear to give up my sins I seem to hold dear. Living, failing, winning, loving, losing, spinning, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Oh shoot, you know what we didn't
Repeating.
do? We did not add our reverbs back. Let's do that real quick. That's important. That's really important, is to add our reverbs back. A good thing we went over it. It's important. That was important. Okay. And now it's...
Hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
There we go.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be.
We gotta go back.
Loving, losing, spinning, spiraling, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
I might add all of these here.
Stop screaming at me, drinking, hating, bottling, tapping, repeating.
Just see what it sounds like. I know it's a lot louder.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy, God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but then how do I see my wife and see me strive? God, all I need is a knife, but I need to be strong, I need to live long. Wait, didn't I already make
That's
this
too
song?
loud.
God,
Or,
maybe
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
too
that
loud.
strong.
It's too much. too much for it to handle, so we won't do that. Make sure I got rid of all of them. Yeah, I just, for whatever reason, it just seems like right here the vocals are just way too
Beating.
loud. Which I think I can just kind of lower here.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me.
Let's
Beating.
go ahead and lower that one too, because we
Beating.
do want it to be somewhat of a memory kind of thing, just in the background.
Stop screaming at me, just leave me be. I'm trying to be happy. God, you're the main problem with me. You make me want to take my own life, but then how do I see my wife and see me strive? God, all I need is a knife, but I need to be strong. I need to live long. Wait, didn't I already make this song? God, maybe I'm not that strong. Maybe I'm still lost because I go by what I know and not walking down what I don't know. I don't know, but I need to get to bed before I get too low.
Fire. So, I'm thinking about later on, I'm going to edit a little bit more on the vocals to make them sound more human. Because I think I have them a little too high up, but with the headphones that I have on now, they seem to stick more with the bass than they do with the treble, if that makes sense. And instead of what I mean is like in between, you know. This tries to pick up more bass than it does anything else, you know. So I'm gonna try to listen to it on the other headset that I have that is for studios and making it studio stuff and like that. And we're gonna try to edit a little bit more, see if I can get perfect, and yeah. But nonetheless, that's pretty much it. And even though I might have messed up the vocals just a tiny tad, we did pretty good. And even though I just messed this up too, sorry about that. But anyhow, thank you everybody for watching, and of course if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and like the stream, and have an amazing day.